morning, Dubai. Welcome to the Lovin Mac show. Our top stories today. What is happening in Lumiere South?
We'll also be talking about driving licenses and how you can exchange yours if you're a foreigner.
Mac's sky high 40 celebrations.
And of course, vamos, vamos, Argentina. We'll give you all the updates about last night's match, which I'm sure you anyway don't need any of because you know exactly what happened.
It's splashed everywhere. But of course, today, the sponsor of today's show is Mac, who are going big in celebration of its 40th anniversary. We're talking about a series of unmissable stunts. You've probably already seen them, as well as competitions where you can win big happening across the city that will leave you stunned. And by the way, it's not over yet. There is a grand event happening on the 15th of December. So keep your eyes peeled for more. More on this later in the show. And although Mac is a sponsor of this show, the thoughts and opinions expressed are all Lovin Dubai's. But before we get there, here you are, dressed to the part of an Argentinian supporter through and through. When did your love for Argentina start?
It started when my friend gave me the jersey last night, and I'm like, I am officially an Argentinian diehard fan. And then I see Messi playing, and I'm like, chose the right team to support tonight.
Did he play well last night? I didn't watch it.
Oh, Casey, I will tell you all about his game later on in the show. But did you not watch the... Why? It's one of the Argentina. Are you gonna watch tonight's match? No?
It's so late at night.
But you're such a Moroccan, like you want them to rooting for them.
I want to watch the fan support. But so what I learned at the beginning of this show, guys, is Simran will wear any jersey you give her. So
yeah.
So because I was like, look, Morocco is doing something really huge in the region. They're in the World Cup semi-finals the very first time. They're going to make it to the finals. They've got so much support behind them. But you've worn an Argentina jersey, which kind of like states your claim on Argentina for the World Cup. But you're like, no.
I don't change. See, but Messi's just got like, I've got a soft spot for Messi now. Like he is the GOAT and he has proved it. Time again, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
I just want to bring you I'm going to bring you an Irish football jersey.
I'll wear it.
That's what I love about you. Let's jump into our top stories. Lumiere South is shutting down, but it will reopen as a brand new, very incredible destination called J1. So it's currently undergoing demolition after 4 years of operation. But on a positive note, Lumiere will reopen as a hit new destination, J1, as a flagship beach resort with first of its kind in the region, offering uninterrupted sea views and 10 upscale restaurants with the addition of 3 brand new beachfront experiences.
And we're talking seriously upscale hotspots: Gigi, Rigotello, Beali, Serene, Beach by Gaia. Wow, they have fancy names. Like, who knows how to say them, pronounce them? I don't know. I just eat at McDonald's. So anyway, a lot more. And yeah, it's all there. And it's in the coastal evolution of Dubai's homegrown Greek Mediterranean concept, Gaia.
So that's one of the concepts. Gaia's that DFC restaurant. It's fancy. But what they're doing is they are creating a new concept at the beach. So you know what I like in this too? Because so many new places open up. It's very hard to keep track. And you hear of these, like, so much new stuff happens. What's actually cool? What is just overhyped? But this looks like an incredible new concept. So they're setting up, think Ibiza mixed with south of France, coastal beach party vibes, bang in the middle of Lumiere South. They've got...
Why?
I don't know.
Why change the name from La Mer?
No.
So it's an add-on.
No, so Lumiere, there's Lumiere, like Central, I guess, and then there's Lumiere South. Lumiere South has been slowly but surely shutting down. So you've probably, if you've been there in the last while, you'd have seen the shop fronts, the restaurant shops just shutting. Main area is still there. This other area is being redeveloped and 10 new fancy restaurants are going there. So they're just kind of redeveloping it, giving it a bit of different vibe. And they've got some really well-known international concepts that are going to come. So, you know, Palm Beach West is like just buzzing. And in the corner, they have this like, I don't even know, like the Sand Beach Club, Eva's Beach House. And it's this whole really slick vibe. They're basically taking that, but getting international really cool names and putting it there.
Wow, you dine at the bougie spot.
Who says I go to these places? I don't go to these places. I look at them on Instagram and I make lists. And I'm like, I'm going to go there one day. One day I will go to these places.
When you get that bonus from work, you just want to splurge a little
and pay off all of the bills and then think about the next bonus.
That makes me so sad to really think about it, you know?
Think about what?
Like just paying bills.
Don't dwell on the bills.
No.
Just treat yourself to something nice.
Like one of these
if you're being sad,
restaurants.
no, just treat yourself to something nice, it'll be fine.
To one of these restaurants.
Is it treat
which
yourself
names
Tuesday?
I can't pronounce. Huh?
Is it treat yourself Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
Or is it like Amazon Singles Day Friday or
But it's Wednesday. What do we have for Wednesday?
Wacky Wednesday?
Sold.
Yeah. Go treat yourself to something nice. These will be open end of next year. So demolition is in progress, but a major new update. So keep an eye and keep your eyes peeled for more information on that.
And now we will move on to yesterday's big victory.
What's this?
So it's like Vamos, Vamos.
This is like the victory song
Victory
for Argentinians. Love it. What was the vibes last night?
Vamos, Vamos,
don't know
Argentina. Just say it.
Vamos, vamos, Argentina.
Love that. We are like such hardcore football lovers. So yesterday for us was just a frenzy. It was amazing. So greatest of all time, Messi leads Argentina to the FIFA World Cup final. And Argentina fans were ecstatic on Tuesday night after witnessing their hero, Lionel Messi, lead the team to victory in a sweeping 3-0 victory against Croatia.
You cannot beat the passion of countrymen for their country. It was phenomenal, according to Simran last night, who was there. Last night's match had put Argentina in the running for the World Cup title after a 36-year-long wait. And depending on tonight's game, Argentina will take on the winner of the second semi-final between defending champions France and Morocco in We Are a Morocco house. We are very excited for Morocco to take it. It's going to be huge. Are you going to be watching it?
And if Argentina plays anything like it did on Tuesday night at the Lusail Stadium, they'll surely give the second finalists a run for their money. They had strong defense, incredible footwork, and Messi was in strong form. Literally playing like he was in his 22s, which was his peak. Actually, every year was Messi's peak if I think about it. It was just incredible. Like the match last night, and Argentinian fans were... So I was down at one of the fan zones, and over there it was like 90% Argentinian fans and 10% Croatian supporters. So every time Argentina scored, it was like the ground was shaking.
Love
it was next level.
Can I just say, if you are from Croatia and you're watching the show, I'm sorry. It is heartbreaking when your team gets so far and all you want is for them to see it through, and you feel so sorry for the players. Because they have, but I mean, even making it to the semis is such a massive deal. It's an Argentina final. But you know what I love? This has been such an impeccable World Cup journey. Every single match, we saw so many underdogs make it through. The fact that Saudi beat Argentina in their first World Cup match, just like it was one of the best World Cup moments for sure. And the fact that the whole thing was about Messi making it to his World Cup final, it's probably going to be as well. I think you found him.
Messi? Where's Messi?
I think we found him. He has been located. He's back on the pitch. He's going to be there for the final. Do not worry. Saudi fans, I know you were so worried about Messi. He's been found. He is in Doha. He is resting his legs for the final, which is happening on Sunday at 7 p.m. We are bonkers excited about it. I'm going to be watching it because it's at a practical time.
But Croatia, was that a dig? No. But Croatia took some blows because Luka, one of the main players, the ball hit his nose. So it was like, but he went out a hero. He fought till his last blow. So that was incredible. It was just a very, 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 like you were on your toes the whole time during the match. And I usually fall asleep during these matches, like I get sleepy. It's like watching a ball get kicked around, but it was just the fans that kept you awake, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I tried to sleep, but they were just very loud out of those fan zones. Pesky, annoying. So tonight, 11 p.m., France take on Morocco. It's historic either way. No matter what happens, it's going to be an impeccable celebration. And then the finals on Sunday. Ooh. Now, on to our next story. Damac celebrates 40 with spectacular celebrations. There is no doubt you guys have been seeing some of these spectacular activations. We had a meteor shower, a stunning aerial acrobatic stunt on the Damac Tower by Paramount, which seriously, guys, if you've seen the footage, it looks like it was straight out of an action movie. I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. We've also seen an airstrip hovering across the Palm Jumeirah, Dubai Marina and Sheikh Zayed Road. It has been wild.
So what's actually going on here? And what's this all been for? Well, as you guys might have guessed, this is to celebrate Damac's 40th anniversary, which is hashtag Damac40. And that's not all. You guys can actually get involved and win big with Damac right now. All you have to do is keep an eye out on the sky, take in all the spectacular sightings that play out and the videos that you post them on socials. Make sure you use the hashtag Damac40, nice and big and visible. You guys could win amazing prizes from Samsung products to Amazon gift cards worth 10,000 dirhams and so much more.
So if you've seen some of the cool stuff, so let's just take, for example, the skydiver sky stunts, right? If you saw them and if you see anything else that's a little bit unusual happening, send us those videos, tag us, keep your eyes peeled for more, because actually the best is yet to come. From what we've posted today, from what we know, something big, we haven't been told what, but something very, very big is happening on December 15th. So we'll be on the lookout as much as you guys, because from what we've seen so far, it's been pretty wild. We've had our DMs lit, unbeknownst to us that it was connected to Mac. Then we found out. Then you're sharing stories. But actually, if you share us your stories and tag us and tag them, you could win, as Simran said, up to 10,000 dirham gift cards, Samsung products. And it's all to celebrate Damac, which is 40 and building. They're celebrating their 40th anniversary, which is incredibly exciting. And of course, today we're called the Lovin Damac Show, which is also super exciting. A first for us and a first for them. So keep your eyes peeled, because I don't know what's going to go down tomorrow, but judging by the stunts that we've already seen, something phenomenal is coming. And they also did the yellow blimp.
Wow.
Damac yellow blimp has been spotted.
That's
what's been spotted around. So that's another part of the stunt. There's just like random activations happening that are all actually connected to this, I guess, pre-reveal. And then tomorrow,
the big reveal.
What's bigger than a blimp and basically asteroids flying through part of Business Bay downtown area? What's bigger than that? What's bigger than wishes? Because we saw that when we were making wishes.
Leonardo DiCaprio? Are they bringing in Leonardo DiCaprio?
I don't know.
Are they bringing in Anne Hathaway?
I don't know.
I feel like I just don't even want to guess it, because it's going to be something beyond what one can imagine, because these activations in themselves were pretty grand.
Well, because we saw that when we were making wishes.
Yeah.
And that's on a scale of imagination and creativity that I don't even know. I was planning my future based on this promotion, which is wild.
It counts.
Oh, it definitely counts.
So I'm frivolous, right? So I love things. I made a wish. I saw what I thought were comets, and I'm like, what? All I want is like some good shopping this December, this winter season.
Oh, you told us.
What?
You just told everyone your wish.
No, but it might
Damac,
just come
you're
true
going to
at
need
this
to
point.
sort more asteroids / skydivers, because Simran's told everyone her wish. Therefore, it doesn't count. You're not going to get any good shopping this season.
What are you saying? Why are you jinxing me?
Because you jinxed yourself by telling everyone your wish.
But I might just get my hands on these Amazon gift cards, which are like 10,000 dirhams. So.
Yeah, but so you're not.
So now I won't get it?
No, because you told everyone
now
your wish.
You're guaranteeing that I won't get it?
Damac, if someone is
I did a negative.
If you could sort another extra stunt that allows Simran a wish, then we're good.
Okay, fine.
Because you can't tell people your wish. You know the rules. You know the rules.
I don't want to.
Anyway, as we said, keep your eyes peeled for more. And if you want to get winning those big prizes, tag us. The big reveal happening tomorrow, December 15th. We're as excited as you are to find out what it is. Let's jump into our next story.
I always do this to myself. But you guys, Dubai residents from 49 countries can convert their foreign driving licenses. Now, being the smart city that it is, information resources are always so accessible to visitors and residents alike in Dubai, and help centers are around the corner. You can, helplines, everything are available. Now, if you're a newly turned Dubai resident, then you may have one too many questions regarding your driving license. Hence, this is a clarification on who exactly is eligible to convert their foreign license to a Dubai one, and which countries accept valid UAE driver's licenses. Now, we're going to be giving you a general breakdown. If you want the exact list of countries, do head to our website and check out our article.
do note that if you're on a visit visa from one of the exception countries or hold a GCC passport with a valid driving license, the regulations are also different for your case.
And if you hold a license from any of the 49 countries mentioned in the article on our website, you can easily exchange your foreign issued license to that of a UAE's without undergoing rigorous driving examinations. And those on a visit visa or with a valid international driving license can rent or drive a car registered to your name or that of your first-degree relatives.
Also, the list of foreign countries that accept a UAE's driving license according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation can be found on our website. So, as an Irish citizen who came to the UAE without a driving license, that was not something that I could change. However, if you do have a driving license, then you're sorted if you're from those 49 countries.
Exactly. And if you want all the breakdown, it is on our website. It is not that straightforward. There are lots of rules and regulations behind this. You need to make sure if you're GCC national, if you're not, it's different. If you're, a whole bunch of rules and regulations. But RTA has given a breakdown of everything on their website. So convenient as always.
And it's super duper helpful. So if you're just new to this show, or if you're new to the country, to the city, do know that there is the option there to convert your driving license rather than needing a new one. Guys, it is 8:50, which means it's about time to introduce our next guest. Our next guest is an Omani artist, Iman. She is uplifting regional artists with her podcast, and we're super excited to have her on the show. I'll be interviewing with her Shahir while Simmer goes for
a slumber. No, not a slumber.
Go for a slumber.
Okay, done.
Okay, Iman will be with us right after this. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we're joined by a singer and songwriter who's been making it her mission to amp up the volume of artists in the region via her podcast MJLS. Welcome to the show, Iman.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's early.
Welcome, Iman. Such a pleasure. So let's start off with your music career, right? You've been doing music since you were 13, 14?
Yeah, around then.
Right. Can you tell us a bit about the evolution since then?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really long journey on just trying to find my sound in general. I started off playing guitar, acoustic guitar mostly, and just putting out covers. And I feel like that sound kind of evolved from really liking Tori Kelly and acoustic-based artists like that to then going to Berkeley and finding out all these other artists that are super technical and then being like, oh, okay, I started really getting into gospel music and that technical side, the runs and everything and just dynamics. And I was like, oh, okay, this is these are what vocalists really are about. And this is how crazy it can actually get. To then going into I've always liked hip hop and R&B, but then starting to want to create music like that and working in a studio with producers and more on the electronic side, and then starting to understand producing and getting more experimental with production. So now it's turned into contemporary electronic hip hop R&B. It's hard to explain.
So what do people need to know about you as an artist?
What do they need to know about me? I feel as though I'm very adaptive when it comes to hopping on different, beats or different styles of production. I feel as though I personally, when I'm given a beat or in a studio with another producer, I really like to mold my own sound to whatever it is that they have. Without necessarily losing my sound. I'm also slowly trying to incorporate Arabic into my music, slowly but surely. I didn't grow up speaking it too much, even though I grew up in Amman most of my life. It's just, I'm also half American, and I feel as though I really just want to incorporate that side of my identity and my culture into my music, so that's something I'm slowly doing.
So I was going to ask about being half American, and what does that play into you trying to find your music identity? You said you want to incorporate more Arabic now. Do you feel a sense of obligation almost to still keep to both sides in a way?
Yes. I feel like in the beginning, I definitely felt this responsibility and this need to incorporate Arabic, even though it's not something that I'm super confident in speaking on like a daily basis. Like, does that make sense?
You and me both.
Yeah, right. You know, it's like I'm not fluent, and so what really caused this pressure is because years ago, I think 2016, I released a song on Instagram, or a cover of me singing Hello Arman, and then it went viral, and people were like, who's this British girl singing this Armani song? And I'm like, well, I'm Armani, but that goes out the door, I guess. But so I just felt like this pressure to be like, to fit in. And so since then, I was like, okay, maybe I should incorporate more Arabic to like prove myself, and it shouldn't come from a place like that. And I think now more than ever, I've been trying to teach myself Arabic just for my own benefit, to just incorporate small words here and there, things that I know, not that I'm like trying to speak the whole language for somebody else. So I feel. Does that answer your question? Sorry.
It does, and I think it's really, really interesting, because I think a lot of people in this region probably struggle with the balance of cultures that they grew up with, and it's like how much of it is part of my identity, and how much do I show?
Exactly.
Tell us about the podcast that you've created.
Yeah, the Majlis. I launched the Majlis a couple months ago. It's a show where I get to interview creatives based out of the Middle East and North Africa. So far, it's mainly been a lot of Dubai-based artists, because I feel very familiar with this scene. And yeah, I wanted to be able to create some sort of platform to put on other artists based out of this region, because they're heavily underrated and extremely talented. And so, yeah, I feel like it's just a very niche network that a lot of people aren't tapped into. And I feel like Middle Eastern music, at least contemporary music, is now being pushed into the mainstream media slowly but surely. And I want to be able to hone in on that. I've always been a person that really loves community. I was one of the first women out of Amman to like perform live and put out music as an artist full time. And so I really, the moment I knew that I was like, okay, I want to see more people do this, is when I performed live once, and a girl came up to me in like hijab, and she was like, thank you for doing this for us. And I didn't even ever look at it like that. I was like 17. Wow. I was just like, I literally just performed at an open mic. Like, I just didn't think it was a big deal, because in America you do this all the time. Like, it's just singing because you like it. But I didn't realize the cultural differences and how damaging that could be in terms of how people can look at it. And so I was like, oh no, I want to see more people do this. I want to see more people feel creatively like inclined to do stuff like this and be themselves. And so since then, community-based anything has just been something I'm trying to push. So the Majlis is a nice step in the right direction towards what I'm trying to pursue.
Speaking of community, I bumped into you into Seoul. That's how I found out you were here. What do events like Seoul DXB do for artists in the region? Like, what type of exposure can people get out of it?
That was my first Seoul ever, and I know that was their 10-year anniversary, and I've been wanting to go to Seoul for years, mainly because I couldn't believe that they had events like this out in Dubai and the Middle East in general, but like to incorporate streetwear with like hip-hop music and Afrobeat and R&B, and then also not just do that and fly in all these American, British, like African artists, but also put on the local scene as well. Like artists like Tak and Shaybani have played, Seki Supervillains played, and it's incredible to see that, because I've admired these people for so long, and also just being there, watching their fans and their audience, like they go so hard for them. They're so loyal to them, and they love to see them put on such a pedestal like that, or like just such a higher platform. And for me, I just think it brings in more hope in other people to feel that they can be able to do that one day, and the fact that they can feel proud of someone who's from where they are from, or at least from that region, to see them on that level, to share a stage with Georgia Smith, to share a stage with Amine, like, it's insane. So I think, yeah, it's just all exposure, and it's exposure in all the right ways.
But it's exactly what you're doing in your own way as well, which is just amazing. And you mentioned being one of the first performers, the first female Omani performers. For example, if there's anyone out there who's interested in doing what you do you have advice for women maybe who'd like to try something new? Do you have any advice to share with them?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the reason, or the main reason as to why women specifically in the region, from what I've been told and also just from my experience and seeing how people have been in the scene, the reason as to why they don't pursue it is like a fear-based thing. It's fear-based on their families and what they would think and their family name, and it's just a whole reputation game. The reason that I had so much support is because my father, being Armani, he's a very open-minded guy, and I feel as though our communication is like amazing, and he's been very open to the idea of me pursuing music full-time and going to college for music. But it's really just, for me, being able to have like a good foundation with your parents and like good communication with that, because yeah, it's the fear of what your family would think. So I would say, like, end of the day, you can't always just make your parents, like, you can't always do what your parents want you to do, end of the day. But I think a step in the right direction is trying to explain, at least try to get them to understand. And if not, finding a community of people who are like-minded and having that be your, like, chosen family in that sense.
Beautifully said. One last question before we jump into the game. We're gonna play What Gives Iman the Ick shortly, but any upcoming projects that you can share? I know that once you go back to LA, you're gonna start hosting more events for MENA region artists. Can you talk a little about that and any upcoming music? Give us the exclusive.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you guys hear it here first. But yeah, eventually when I go to LA, like I said, I'm very community-based, community-oriented, and I just moved to LA about a little over a year ago. And when I was out there, one of my main goals was to try to find my group of community of like Middle Eastern, North African art, not just artists, but like people, creatives. And being out there just in that time, I've come to find a lot of people who are like raised in the States most of their life, but their parents are like Egyptian or their parents are Persian or along those lines, and they feel as though culturally somewhat they've been like integrated and sidelined for sure, or feel as though they've just not been able to tap into their culture fully, or some of them have never even been to the country in which their parents are from. And so because I was raised in Amman most of my life, I was able to be integrated into that culture, and meeting all these people and like being able to speak Arabic with them to like the best of our abilities is just a nice way to be able to, you know, feel like at home. But also it's a cool way because I'm also like a third culture kid at the same time. So being able to share those differences and share those struggles with each other, and basically, I want to throw parties for these people.
For the misfits. We just want to fit in.
Can we all just like, let's
just have a good time.
Just have a good time. That's all I want to do. And put on other creatives, like DJs that are based out of there. There's this guy, DJ Habib Beats, who's based in LA, and he's Palestinian, and he will make remixes of like Nancy Ajram songs and like throw them into like a Brazilian beat. It's kind of insane, but it's little things like that that are cool, fun ways to incorporate culture, and also just like talks and circles and like maybe even henna nights, like just little things like that. I don't know.
It's so interesting just because obviously the third culture kid, there's a massive thing here, and I just wonder if those types of nights and evenings, like they could be so beneficial here for kids, because everyone doesn't feel like they're like, where's my home, where's my identity, and it could translate so easily in Dubai as well.
Entirely. 100%. Yeah, I could see
I need my Zanzi's and I don't know where to find them. You know, so it's the same thing.
Someone's just got to start it, and then you just bring in the people.
100%.
Yeah.
And did you mention there's a new music coming?
Yes, I do have new music coming. Currently working on the visual aspects and everything, but definitely expect a lot of new singles in the coming year.
Stay tuned. Okay, we're going to play a quick game of what gives Iman the ick. Do you know the ick? Oh, we need the icky
I'm
buzzer.
gonna grab the buzzer.
Well, I'm
This is
familiar about the ick.
She knows the ick. Okay.
I know what the ick is.
This is the icky buzzer. So if something is icky, you just go beep.
Do I have to
Okay.
explain myself?
Yes, you have to
Yes,
explain
it's all about the
yourself.
explanation.
That's where the real tea is.
Okay, welcome to the Lovin Back show. What gives Iman the ick? People who chew with their mouth open.
Right?
Yeah, that's number one. That's like every time anyone asks me, like, oh, what like turns you off? What gives you the ick? That's always the first answer.
No way.
Or when you talk with your mouth full, like do one, pick one, pick a lane. Right? Anyways. All right, man buns.
I don't think. I mean, it's gonna depend. Like, it's there's upkeep with that. You know, like there can't be any like crazy. Well,
What did you think of my man bun back in the day?
What?
I had one. I just
pulled it
realized
off.
that you.
I would say
Yeah, sure,
it was for the time. I mean, it's like it's like a
time. That's
temporary
so polite.
thing. It was, you know,
It worked
It
back
was for
then.
the time.
it can't be like a permanent look.
No, it
I
can't.
feel like for anybody, it's a phase, and you know what? You figure it out. But I'm not gonna say
You
it's a
figured it out.
You
It's
did.
gone.
Hey, you gave it a shot.
Do you know what? We're past it. All right,
Exactly.
justifiable.
Overly groomed eyebrows.
Overly groomed, like people who really keep up with their eyebrows.
Male or female?
I don't think so. That's not an immediate ick for me.
Okay.
People take care of their eyebrows. I mean, I try to, but
We try. It's a daily struggle.
All right. What about veneers? Like full-on Hollywood smile.
no,
What?
no.
I agree.
It just looks so like you can tell what it is, and it just doesn't look natural at all. It reminds me of like a Ken doll. I don't know.
You've been away from Dubai too long. It's like a
Yeah.
prerequisite. You get your visa, you get your veneers, and you come in.
Oh my
And finally, Crocs with socks.
Crocs with socks. I just don't like Crocs in general, to be honest. Like, maybe I'm just a hater on Crocs. Everyone who wears them says they're incredibly comfortable, and I agree. It's just not, if you're wearing them out, it's not a look. With socks,
Like what are you doing?
I feel like there's
what are you
a
doing?
I feel like there's an icky buzz coming.
it's a little bit of an ick. It's a little bit of an. But also, are you gonna like raw dog your Crocs? Like, I don't know if I prefer you to wear socks or if you're just like barefoot in the Crocs. Like,
True.
That's actually a really good argument.
right?
Yeah, but but you can't wear ankle socks with Crocs, and you also can't wear high socks with Crocs. Like I'd probably go no socks if I was going to wear
like
Crocs.
if I was gonna wear socks with Crocs, I would do the high thing. Like, you just gotta commit at that point.
With like avocado socks, make it fun.
Yeah,
Right?
Like, you look goofy.
Yeah.
Like, just commit.
Just go all in.
I
whatever.
think the jury is out on that one, to be honest. If people want to check out your music, how can they do so?
I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, and Rami, Deezer, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. You can find me. My music is under Iman, and my Instagram is Iman Zajali. That's EMAANZADJALI.
We love what you're doing. We think the promotion of regional artists is so important. But come to Dubai and do it here, please.
I would love to. I've thought about it, honestly. Sold DXB has sold me to want to come here more often.
I guess you could say you've been sold.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks, guys. That is all we have time for. Thank you so much to Man for your time. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Stay safe, wash your hands. Bye-bye from me.
Bye from me.
Bye.